Good evening. Welcome to tonight's meeting of the Nashua Board of Education Human Resources Committee at the Nashua High School Boardroom in North High School. It is August 21st, and it is 5:40, and I am calling this meeting to order. I will begin with a roll call for attendance. Who's doing that? Are you doing it, Heather? Okay.
Present.
I don't have my mic on. Ms. Johnson, present. Ms. Oden?
Here.
Ms. Raymond is here. Mr. Baus?
Here.
Dr. Andrade? We also have Ms. Brown and Dr. Sarfty.
Thank you. Looking at tonight's personnel recommendations, are there any questions? You should have received an update just in the last few minutes. Yes, Ms. Raymond?
Thank you. I appreciate having these. I'm curious if we have updated numbers on how many positions we still have unfilled. I know that, so my daughter goes to Elm Street. We got an email that there's no Spanish teacher this year.
I apologize. I did not get the final numbers. Other stuff came up at the end of the day today, but I will have that. I can actually send you guys an email in the morning.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, I'm just worried if there's any other critical, there were options for that particular spot, but.
So we'll be updated tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll send the numbers, but I must commend our building administrators working with a lot of their staffs. There has been a number of consolidated classrooms or Elm Street teams. Really, again, I want to commend our building principals and their teams on being really creative and looking at different kind of solutions in the best interest of our students. So unfortunately, there has been still a number of vacancies or just a large amount of turnover. But I think, again, our building principals came up with the best laid plans, and I think there'll be letters coming home saying either grades have been consolidated or things look a little differently. So we are looking still at creative options. Unfortunately, we got a resignation today, how to turn that over. It's fluid.
Oh, I think everybody knows that education, especially public education, staffing is extremely challenging right now, and every district is feeling it. I'm just curious, do we have any concerns about class sizes? Because I know we were undersized for many classes before, so I feel like there's wiggle room. Are there any other critical courses that we're not going to be offering? Typically we're able to bus kids at the high schools back and forth.
Yeah, so at the high school, I think they've been really creative. I don't think there's any programs or electives being cut. But just for example, at Elm Street, I think we found the last family consumer science teacher ever to be certified. That was one that I don't think,
Right?
I didn't think that was going to be a position to be filled. But so we are looking at all kind of creative solutions. Class sizes, there's no, as of this morning, there wasn't any classes over any contractual class sizes, but when we consolidate, if there was 15, 18 kids in a class last year, there might be 23, 25 students in a class.
Thank you.
No, I would just like to say I was glad to see us hiring so many teachers. There are almost 30 teachers on this list tonight, and a lot of them have valuable experience and degrees. So good for the team. I think you've done a good job trying to fill positions, and it looks like we have some very highly qualified candidates, and that the same that we've done with some of our administrators. So thank you.
Johnson?
Thank you. Are we allowed to do any exit interviews to find out why our teachers are leaving? I see Mr. Marcoux shaking his head, yes?
Yeah, so I actually do. I send it to electronic Google Docs form that gets sent out to every person that leaves the district. I can't say that everybody fills it out and sends it back, but we do have a good response.
Okay, is that something that can be shared with the board? I mean, even if it has to be a non-public meeting
Yeah,
to
I
be
can-
shared with us?
Yep, I can consolidate all of everything and put it in a report for you. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
That would be extremely helpful. Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Then I'm looking for a motion to recommend tonight's personnel recommendations.
So moved?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Okay, we also have one administrative nomination for tonight. And would we like to have her come up and speak with us first? Okay, so Patricia Flynn, who's going to be the assistant principal at Maine Dunstable for the 23-24 school year. Come on up and tell us a little bit about yourself. I think the microphone on the end is probably working.
Thank you. My name is Patty Flynn. I have been a longtime teacher and administrator. For me, returning to administration in Nashua it's a full circle moment for me. It's where I started my career in administration. It took some time off the last couple of years to return to the classroom, experience that I'm really grateful for. Had an opportunity to teach during a pandemic. That was a new experience. And I'm just really looking forward to returning to a career in administration.
Does anyone have any questions for her? Ms. Oden?
I just have a comment. I want to thank you for stepping up into this position. I'm sure that you'll be appreciated at Maine Dunstable, but I know Sunset Heights is going to miss you a lot. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments.
Else, Dr. Andrade, before we vote, do you have anything to add? Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Raymond.
Sorry, I always like to ask a question because they've driven all the way here at nighttime. I feel like we should give them a few minutes. So I know that you've had a lot of experience, and I just wanted to have you speak a little bit about your philosophy when it comes to elementary discipline.
Sure. I think what I've learned over the years is relationship building is probably the number one deterrent to behavior. With that said, I think it's really important that we set high expectations for our students, and then we work towards nurturing them towards those expectations. My goal is for discipline to be safe and for children to feel that the adult that's working with them still cares about them and that they can get a fresh start. But I do think in this day and age of social media and bullying that it's really important that they have adults around them that are supporting their growth in that area.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Then I'm looking for a motion to nominate her for this position. So it actually is a recommendation to elect Patricia Flynn to the position of Assistant Principal at Maine Dunstable for the 2023-24 school year at an annual salary of $88,500.
So moved?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Congratulations.
If there's nothing else, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn our meeting.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned at 5:47. Thank you.